Taking a live look at the Queen City in the bottom right corner of your screen. Yes, Paycor Stadium in all of its glory will be all coated in orange in just 2 days from right now, 12:01 on this Friday afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Erin Ashley. And while it has been fairly warm, it's been pretty comfortable. Think August-like heat, but without the August-like humidity. So the practices, just the afternoon jog or walking the dog has been rather pleasant, unless you're in direct sunlight. Then, of course, it's a little unbearable at times. But temperatures right now, stepping out the door this early or Friday early afternoon, we've just broken into the 80s. Georgetown, you did it. You're the only one. 80 degrees right now out in parts of Brown County. 77 here at the Lincoln Airport and the Cincinnati International Airport. And we got plenty of 79s out there too. Connorsville, Vevey, you got Owenton and Maysville, all at 79 degrees right now at 12:02, in which we are tracking, yes, the warmer temperatures here, but also just a little bit of rain here for your weekend too. So if you had to compare it to this last weekend, in which it was incredibly comfortable, it was a little cooler than average with temperatures only peaking in the 70s. Well, this weekend, we're going to get very close to 90 degrees. So you're not going to need the layers. The jackets will not be necessary in the mornings, definitely not the afternoons. You will need the sunglasses, though, of course, with plenty of sunshine, though we do have a small chance for rain in this weekend forecast. And I mean a small chance here. It's more likely that you're entirely dry, especially if you're tuning in from the metro or east of the Cincinnati metro as well. So little weekend rain now, later the summer sizzle. That's right, near 90-degree high temperatures in the forecast. So a reminder that is going to be significantly warmer stepping into the work week next week compared to right now, which is again in the upper 70s to low 80s. Today we're going to see a high temperature here in Cincinnati at 86 with mostly sunny skies, maybe some afternoon fair weather clouds off of the heat of the day, but no rain for your Football Friday. Nothing impacting any of the homecoming parades that perhaps are going on right now. It's starting to get into homecoming season, which is so fun, and you don't have to worry about too much, perhaps just the heat, especially if you're wearing like the suit or the dress or anything of that nature. At least you won't be carrying the umbrellas. Whew. Yeah, no thank you. Unless you are tuning in from parts of the western viewing area. So I'm talking southeastern Indiana. If you are living within, I'd say, Ripley, Fayette, Franklin, Union, Switzerland, Ohio, Dearborn, our southeastern Indiana counties, you have a chance of getting some showers as soon as Saturday. So here at Loveland, that's Claremont County if you're not familiar. That's in downtown Loveland, of course. It's looking dry. Don't be fooled by the stormy icon with this one, because this is just kind of auto-filled data. It takes the forecast for everyone and kind of just puts it in this graphic. Whereas in Loveland itself, the chance for rain is incredibly low, if not close to zero. We've got mostly sunny skies, of course, today, in which we're tracking no rain for the tri-state this Friday afternoon. So comfortable, sunny, 86. Just take breaks and hydrate properly. And then Saturday rolls in, and there comes the thicker clouds. So in Cincinnati, in Loveland as well, you'll just notice some afternoon upper level clouds coming on in. It'll shade us over, but we'll still notice the warm temperatures too. And yes, west of Cincinnati, you'll notice some showers and storms starting to fire off. Let's track it here on your weather timeline to give you an idea of what to prepare for, which today, sun, a lot of it. Some afternoon, evening clouds. That's it. 80s. Your forecast highs will be in the middle 80s. So tomorrow, your Saturday, it's also looking incredibly dry too. But those west of Cincinnati, you'll see some green firing off. Here it is. Here's this very low chance. I know, you could argue that nothing's going to happen. It's more likely that nothing will happen from what I'm seeing here for your Saturday evening. But we're accounting for a little bit of margin of error. So what you're seeing there, the green, the yellow that you're seeing near Bloomington and south central Indiana, well, it could very well scoot farther east. All it'll take is about 50 miles of a difference here for some rain to happen. So that's why we're saying there's a chance, but it's likely not going to be too impactful even if we do see it. And then we get overnight into Sunday, and that's when more isolated showers will be pulling on from the north into parts of southeastern Indiana. not everyone's going to get the rain. In fact, most of us will remain entirely dry. We just, of course, want to give you that first alert for any of those outdoor plans that you might be stepping out to a little bit of puddles Sunday morning. If you are tailgating super early in the day, maybe you'll see one of these showers, but we expect these to clear the tri-state and clear the area by the late morning, if not the early afternoon. But if you're going to the Bengals game, well, that looks great. Let me show you that forecast for you real quick, because even though it is going to be quite warm, we aren't seeing really heavy air moving on in. So humidity is not going to play too much of a role here. But of course, middle to upper 80s, if you're not taking care of yourselves, taking care of other people as well, it can catch a lot of people off guard. So it is going to be warm. Don't bring the layers. You will not need the jackets, sunglasses, a hat, anything to help cool you down from the sun, which we'll see more of it throughout the game. And temperatures, our high temperature for Sunday is 88 degrees as well. Again, I think a lot of people get through this weekend without seeing any rain at all. Even if you do see it, it's not going to do a lot at all. In fact, it won't cool us down really. Maybe for like an hour, and then we'll go right back to these summer-like temperatures. I'm showing you the 10-day here right now to give you an idea of how long this little heat wave is going to be around. And I know I'm using that fairly loosely. It's all relative, right? But these temperatures are going to be, or these high temperatures are going to be 10 degrees above normal each and every day of their weekend and next work week, more than likely, or at least 5 to 10 degrees above that normal mark. I know a lot of people will be inside for work, for school, but a lot of people aren't. So taking lots of breaks will be key, with not a lot of rain to cool us down, if any rain at all. So today, 86, warming up, lots of sun, a little bit of afternoon clouds for Football Friday, but other than that, it looks great. Heading into tonight with temperatures dropping into the 50s, mostly clear skies, calm start there to your Saturday, and most of the day will be calm as well, but we are watching out for just a few of those showers and storms west. It's a very small chance of those evening storms west, but with temperatures in the middle to upper 80s, yeah, thunderstorms are going to be possible with any action. And everywhere else that doesn't get the rain, it will just be a little bit cloudier towards the afternoon on Saturday. So if you're heading out to the FC Cincinnati match, it's looking good here in Cincinnati. Just a little toasty. Same thing for Bengals Sunday. Looking good, but a little toasty. 88 your forecast high there. A few storms west in the morning. Monday, sizzling sunshine. Notice that because we don't have anything or no substantial rain to really cool us down, we're able to continue to dial up the heat here, folks. And so 89 for Monday, 90 for Tuesday, and with just a little bit of clouds or extra clouds in the second half of the work week, we're going to put a cap on that forecast, and we're going to see just temperatures in the middle 80s, but it'll still be warmer than where we're supposed to be for this time of year. We're exchanging the 90-degree highs for storm chances by the latter half of next week, which, yes, it's something that we're going to monitor really closely there for Oktoberfest Cincinnati, which that starts on Thursday, 6 days from today. And we'll be watching, of course, for those storms for you guys. See if we have any questions coming on in this Friday afternoon. I had to think about that for a second. It's been a long week, folks. I'm sure you guys agree. And I'm not seeing anything coming on in. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about the rain for this weekend. I want to show you the percentages, which, I mean, you're going to see this and be like, what? Really, Erin? Are you seriously talking about this? Yes, it's a big weekend here in Cincinnati. We've got the Bengals game. We've got the FC Cincinnati match. That's just Major League Sports, right? We've got Oktoberfest out the wazoo. We've got, I believe, Covington, Newport, and Loveland, like I mentioned. And, I mean, the list really just keeps going on and on and on. The observatory, Cincinnati Observatory, is doing something tomorrow night about how to use your telescope. Really cool stuff. You should check it out. It's on our website, and it's on their website too. Enough about the stars. Back on Earth, the weather. 10% chance of a shower west of Cincinnati on Saturday. A 20% chance of a shower or two on Sunday morning west of Cincinnati. The afternoon looks dry too for any and all of us on Sunday. And then just a small chance on Monday. You'll notice by the late week where we have, and I showed you that 10-day, where we have the stormy icons starting to get their workout in, that starts on Thursday. Well, that's not a slam dunk day either. It's about a 30, 20, maybe a 40% chance if we're feeling generous, but no high confidence in any of these chances, really, especially for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, in which those percents are just going to vary. You're going to see a lot of changes more than likely in that extended forecast, just because we don't know how this weekend necessarily is going to be handled. And of course, how this weekend plays out will affect the late week forecast too. So keep checking back with us. There is just a chance, or a greater chance, that you'll see some rain towards the second half of this upcoming work week compared to the first half, which is again why we are able to warm up decently into your early week. A reminder of that 10-day forecast, in which today is 86, tomorrow's 87. We got Sunday at 88, Monday at 89, Tuesday at 90. That's just here in Cincinnati. I think some of us, especially in northern Kentucky, could get into the 90-degree mark, or reach it rather, earlier than Tuesday. It's not out of the question, and it's because we have such dry air in place. You're just able to warm it up and cool it down a lot quicker than moist air, which is why we put so many changes in this forecast, is because there isn't the humidity to kind of buffer and kind of cushion these temperatures a bit. The dry air rather is easy to warm up and easy to cool down. To put it in this perspective, I'm going to show you the morning lows for this morning. We had people waking up in the 40s. Hamilton. I mean, it was one community. Many of us were still in the upper 50s too, but we are able to cool down into the 40s, but then we're rebounding with high temperatures in the middle 80s. That is basically a 30-degree jump between the morning and the afternoon. That's maybe 12 hours, maybe a little less than a 12-hour period. So it goes to show how dry the air is right now, which is why we're seeing such temperature variations, but it's also kind of providing a little bit more of, or I should say the heat is providing a little bit more of a concern for the drought conditions that have settled on into the tri-state, because we've been very dry for the last couple of weeks, but we haven't been pairing it with really hot temperatures, in which, of course, you know, it's basic science that heat will evaporate water. And so we already are very dry across the tri-state. We might see a little bit of rain this weekend west of Cincinnati. More than likely, those east of Cincinnati will not see a drop of rain for maybe another week or so. It's very possible. But because we're warming up, that will accelerate the drying out process. So this upcoming Thursday, in which we get a new map that you see here of the drought monitor, this is updated on Thursdays and only Thursdays, we'll more than likely see this drought worsen or intensify before it gets better. And that's just because we don't have rain, but also the heat is accelerating it. It's most certainly going to be playing a factor. We're talking highs in the 90s. We haven't seen the 90s. Oh, I wish I had the number off the top of my head, but we hit it in August, so hasn't been a long time, but it has been enough time for us to forget perhaps what it feels like, and it will accelerate the drying out process more than likely for some of us that have not seen the rain at all in the last couple of weeks. Okay, I'm not seeing any questions coming on in about the drought conditions, about how the rainfall could affect the drought conditions. So yeah, you guys, I mean, this weekend, while it's going to be pretty warm, it's going to be pretty pleasant to be outside. I'm not seeing excruciating heat. I'm not seeing substantial rain in any of the afternoons or evenings, though there is a chance most of us will escape that chance. We'll, of course, let you know if anything changes, but for now, signing off here in Queens Gate, I'm meteorologist Erin Ashley. Have a great rest of your Friday and have a great weekend.